Hello, everyone, and welcome to How to Select a Marketing Automation Solution for Dynamics 365. This is a presentation presented by ClickDimensions. First, I'd like to introduce myself, Ashley Canali. I am a Client Strategy Manager here at Interdyne Artist. But much more importantly, we have Allison January presenting today from ClickDimensions. If you would please put all of your questions in the question box to the right. We'll tackle those at the end. Also, we always record our webinars, so we're going to be recording today's webinar. Once we're finished and we've made some edits, we'll send that to you, anyone who attended and also registered. So we'll send that out afterwards. And without further ado, I will go ahead and pass it on to Allison. Thanks, Allison.
Perfect. Thank you for that introduction, Ashley. So again, my name is Allison January, and I'm one of our Senior Territory Channel Managers here at ClickDimensions. So I just want to start off by echoing Ashley and thanking everyone that has taken the time out of their day to listen into our presentation. I'm very excited to partner with them on this webinar. They're a great partner for ClickDimensions and definitely offer a ton of services in supporting their clients with our solution. So a great partner to work with in the Microsoft channel. Now, for our call today, we're going to be talking about how to select a marketing automation solution for Microsoft Dynamics 365. The hope is that everyone will leave this call today with a few items to keep in their back pocket when evaluating a marketing automation solution. So just to briefly go into our agenda today, we're really going to be focusing on D365 and, again, how to select a marketing automation solution that best fits your needs as an organization. We'll give a quick introduction into what marketing automation is and why it's important. We'll spend some of our time in PowerPoint covering what 8 questions you should be asking when evaluating a marketing automation solution. And then from there, we'll jump into one of our demo environments that we have here at ClickDimensions, and I'll give a quick presentation of what it looks like to leverage our solution. And that'll probably be like a quick 5-minute demo there. And then we'll transition into a Q&A session. So a lot of great content that we'll be covering today. Now, first and foremost, what exactly is marketing automation? Marketing automation is the technology that helps organizations attract and nurture leads and customers. Marketing automation features can vary by platform, but these are some of the common features you'll find in a solution. Everything from building email templates, sending out mass communications, one-off emails, or setting up an automation process. You should also be able to create forms, surveys, landing pages, and have the ability to see who's coming to your website. So when selecting a marketing automation solution, it should also allow you to measure the results of all of your marketing efforts. Now, once we jump into our live environment, we'll take a look at how some of these key components work in D365 through ClickDimensions. Now, why is marketing automation so important today? I think there are really a few key components to this. The internet and social media have changed buyer behavior, which in turn has changed how companies market and sell. With information so readily available, buyers are now in more of a power position than ever before. They expect more relevant, personalized, and timely communications from brands. So a few interesting facts here. 89% of customers begin their buying process with a search engine. So I know this is something we can all relate to, whether we're buying a car, looking for a new hot water heater, or trying to figure out which marketing automation solution we should be leveraging. Google has always been a best friend in helping with those searches. So another thing is it takes an average of 10 marketing-driven touches to progress a lead from the top of the funnel to revenue generating. And the last statistic here is a problem all marketers are trying to solve for. 79% of marketing leads never convert into sales, which the lack of lead nurturing is the common cause of this poor performance. We'll talk about some of the scenarios again when we get into that live environment, but it's really a combination of nurturing and content. Why are you nurturing individuals? What value are you providing? Whether it's through an event, white paper, or a special offer. Now, marketing automation technology really allows companies to meet those expectations by nurturing prospects until they are ready to buy. better engaging with existing customers, and aligning sales and marketing, all while streamlining marketing processes and tasks for greater efficiency and increased revenue. So continuing the theme, here are a few additional stats. 80% of marketers that use automation software generate more leads. So think about someone visiting your site, raising their hand with some sort of interest, being able to have an automation process that follows up with those individuals real time is going to grab someone's attention much quicker versus the sales team following up a day or two later. Also, companies that have implemented a marketing automation platform report higher levels of collaboration between sales and marketing. I know that stands true for our organization, so we have full visibility into what marketing is doing for sales and how sales is working, the opportunities marketing is actually generating, which really allows for transparency and an open dialogue between the two departments. Also, 63% of companies that are outgrowing their competitors use marketing automation, which is a stat I know we all want to be a part of. Now, in addition to providing a wide range of essential tools for today's marketers, marketing automation solutions serve as a powerful marketing engine for the CRM systems they integrate with. So how do you decide which solution is right for your company as an organization that utilizes Microsoft Dynamics 365? So we're going to take a look at the 8 questions that you need to be asking. The first one here, does it include the features your organization needs? So marketing automation solutions are capable of much more than email marketing and include a wide variety of features such as campaign automation, web intelligence, forms, landing pages, surveys, social marketing, and more. Take the time to think about whether the solution you're considering includes the tools your company needs for current marketing, sales, and customer service initiatives, but also keep an eye on the future too. While your organization may not use SMS messaging, for example, in present-day marketing efforts, if it's something being considered for the future, make sure you choose a marketing automation solution that can actually grow with your company. Is it easy to implement and use? So while it's imperative that a marketing automation solution have a robust feature set that makes it powerful and versatile, the systems can't sacrifice simplicity for functionality. If the daily users of a marketing automation system find it difficult to use, they won't use it to its full potential or try to work around using it altogether. A system that is not user-friendly also defeats one of the main purposes and benefits of marketing automation, saving time. So if a solution is difficult to implement in full or in part, your organization is unlikely to realize the maximum ROI of marketing automation. Another interesting statistic is 64% of C-level leaders say ease of implementation is the most important evaluation criteria for selecting a marketing automation solution. So knowing that you're purchasing a product that you can have a quick turnaround on and get in front of your team in a timely manner really adds a ton of value. Now, what are the options for training and support? So even the most user-friendly marketing automation systems will require training for new users to get up and running. So take a look at the training offered by the vendors you're considering. Since different users have different ways of learning and different schedules, look for a marketing automation vendor that offers a variety of training options, such as live webinars, recorded courses, help articles, and blog posts. In addition, support should be offered in different ways to suit your company's needs and operating hours. This not only demonstrates that there is help available when you need it, but it also ensures that you can get started and get results quickly. And as a side note to this, making sure your users attend and actually leverage the training is just as important as making sure the marketing automation vendor offers these services. Number 4 here, so does it integrate well with Microsoft D365? So while some marketing automation platforms can be used without being connected to a CRM system, integration between the two solutions maximizes the power, effectiveness, and value of each throughout an organization. There are many marketing automation systems on the market today that integrate back to D365, but their level of integration really varies. The level of integration can impact the cost and the timeline for implementation, as well as the overall functionality and performance. So we do get to toot our own horn in this presentation a bit. So at Click Dimensions, we are the leading marketing automation solution for D365. So our solution is fully native and not only eliminates the need for syncing systems, it delivers unparalleled access to CRM data for better segmentation, hyper-personalization, and really marketing success. Now, how often is the system updated? Consumer behaviors and preferences change. So to be successful, marketers must adapt to those changes. A marketing automation platform should evolve with the changing needs of marketers. Be sure to look at how often each system you're considering is updated, and not just with fixes for problems that arise, although those are important too. Vendors should have a regular cadence to add new features and improve upon existing ones. Also, ask the marketing automation providers you're considering whether customer requests can help drive product updates. While this doesn't guarantee that they'll grant every customer request, it does demonstrate that they put the customer's need first. Now, what reporting and analytics capabilities does the system provide? Marketing automation reporting was once evaluated on whether it could help marketers make smarter decisions. But marketing automation isn't just for marketing anymore. Marketing automation solutions today should allow for smarter business decisions and insights organization-wide. Look at not only the reporting and analytics capabilities available in a solution, but also how easily that data and intelligence can be accessed throughout an organization, in particular for those in sales, customer service, and executive roles. Now, what is the total cost? So when it's properly implemented and utilized, a marketing automation platform should pay for itself over time. So price shouldn't be the most important consideration when evaluating solutions. Instead, look at the overall value. What do you get for the price you're paying? Be sure to look at overall costs, including if there are any fees for setup, training, CRM integration, additional users or contacts, and other miscellaneous items. With these extras, sometimes what appears to be the most affordable solution can actually be among the most expensive. So one stat to keep in mind is that most companies spend an average of 7% of their overall budget on marketing automation. Now, does this provider have a good reputation? So when investing in a marketing automation solution, a company isn't just purchasing a piece of technology. The nature of the system requires that you have an ongoing relationship with the vendor. So you want to make sure it's a provider worth having a relationship with. Be sure to seek out customer testimonials, online reviews, and ratings. If your company is working with a Microsoft partner like Interdyne Artist, seek out their suggestions too. With their expertise and experience in Dynamics, they can provide valuable insights into the marketing automation solutions that are best for D365 users. Now, some of our final thoughts here, as popularity and importance of marketing automation have increased in recent years, so too has the number of marketing automation solution providers. However, marketing automation platforms are not a one-size-fits-all. Selections require careful consideration, specifically when it comes to your CRM integration. So looking at this marketing technology landscape can be very overwhelming in itself. Having an idea for what best fits your organization will ultimately help you narrow down what you need in the marketing automation solution. So we're going to switch gears here for a moment and jump into one of our live environments. I'm going to give a quick little demo into what Click Dimensions offers for D365 as one of the top marketing automation solutions. And then we're going to touch base really on some of the features that are most important to the marketers that we work with today. So with that being said, this is one of our sandbox environments that we have here at Click Dimensions. So the first thing that I want to do is really just point out when you log into D365, if you leverage something like Click Dimensions for your marketing automation platform, when you log in, directly in the navigation here, you'll have an alternate navigation component for Click Dimensions. Now, this is where you can access everything that we were looking at in the PowerPoint. So This is where you would be able to go in and create your email template, send out your mass communications, one-off emails. You'll also be able to manage subscription preferences. This is where you'll have access to like your web content, so creating your forms, your surveys, your landing pages. This is where you can set up your automation processes, which we refer to as campaign automation. You can schedule your social posts to go out, manage your events, and then your SMS messaging, and then we have all of the related entities back to those core components. But what's really important about this is you'll see you have access directly to this in this area to accounts, contacts, leads, and marketing lists. So something like Quick Dimensions, it's really difficult when you're in the solution to decipher exactly what's Quick Dimensions and what's D365 because our solution has such a tight integration, and all of the statistics roll directly back up to those individual lead account or contact entities, and then you'll leverage D365's native marketing list entity for actually building out your list of who you want to target and kind of managing those subscriptions. But what's really nice about this is it all rolls up to the overall campaign level within D365. So here's an example. If you had maybe like a contact us page out on your website, you could create a campaign within D365 that's specific to that contact us form. So this is just your out-of-the-box campaign within D365 where you would be able to go in and give it things like a name, what type of campaign, when is it scheduled to start, any web content that you have associated to it. You can see who's visiting your site by month that's related to this campaign, how many forms have been posted month to month, and so on. But right here in the navigation on the campaign, you'll see in this cranberry color, these are all the components that Quick Dimensions adds back in to the overall campaign, which really allows for that reporting. So you can see, which email templates you've created that are related back to this campaign, any text messages that have been sent out, any social posts, any visits to the website, any events that are associated back to a particular campaign. But what's really nice about this is you can set up that campaign automation. So campaign automation, again, is really just a way that you can set up an automated process, and it allows you to tie in all of the components within one area. So I'm just going to create a sample one here for demoing sake today so we can run through a few examples. Now, if you see here, this is campaign automation. So once you give it a name, it associates back to your CRM campaign, and it opens up this blank canvas. And you have all of these triggers appear on the right-hand side. So like if someone submitted a form, registered for an event, if they submitted a survey, or if they were added to a marketing list. So these are how individuals may enter into a campaign automation. And then you have your actions. So these are the things that take place like once they're actually associated to that particular automation process. So we want to send them an email. We want to create a follow-up task within D365 for one of our sales reps to give them a phone call, or we want to notify a team or a specific individual, maybe the owner of that contact or lead record. And then you can also send things like SMS messaging. And then you have your wait and date timer. So you could say, let's wait 3 days, or let's wait until April 15th kind of thing. So I'm going to run through a few examples. The first one is, let's think about if you had that contact us form that was out on your website. So someone goes in, they submit in a form for someone on your team to contact them. You could then go in and you could send a follow-up email. You could say, thank you for submitting in for the contact us. Someone will reach out to you shortly. And then from there, you could go in and you could notify a particular team within D365, or you could notify maybe a specific individual within the organization. And then you can actually break this out by decision nodes. So if you have territories, like if someone is located in the Southeast versus the Northeast, you could define who gets notified or which team gets notified type thing. So they're going to submit in the form, we're going to send them a thank you email, we're going to then notify a team member, and then we're going to create a follow-up task within D365 for that individual team or the individual on that team to give this person a phone call to try to follow up with them. So then we could go in and we could start to ask questions like, did we get in contact with them, and, you know, put wait timers and start to build out the rest of the flow. So you can do this based around forms. You can do it based around survey submissions. You can also do this if maybe you had a list of individuals that you were trying to target to get some sort of interest from. So if we had a marketing list of individuals that we wanted to target, we could go in and we could send them an email, and then based around their email interaction, you could start to send them down a certain path. So let's say we were trying to get them to click on a certain link within our email, like driving traffic towards a particular page on our website, or trying to get them to open up an ebook or something of that nature. We can consider that a positive interaction. So again, we could go in and we could notify someone that they had this positive interaction, and then we could create a task for that individual to follow up with them. But maybe if they did not have an interaction, we could go in and say, okay, well, let's wait 2 or 3 days and let's try to resend a different communication. And then we could go in from there and we could start to ask, you know, what type of interaction did they have with that communication? And then we can continue to branch it out, and this series could go on for however many days or weeks needed. So that's another example, is if you had a list of individuals that you were trying to target and getting some sort of interaction with. Another example would be if maybe you had an event that was coming up and you had a marketing list of individuals that you wanted to invite to that particular event. You could also automate that process. So we have our marketing list, we have our email communication that we're sending out to invite those individuals to that particular event. So then we can go in and we can say, hey, did they register for that event? And then based around if they registered or not, we could send them a thank you for registering. Or again, we could place a wait timer and we can say, hey, let's wait a few days and let's try to send them another email to get them to register for this event. If they did register for the event, then maybe we put a date timer that says, you know, 2 or 3 days before the event, we're going to send them an email reminder. And then we can go in and we can say, all right, did they actually attend the event? And then based around if they attended the event, we could say, you know, thank you for attending. Please fill out this survey. You know, let us know what you actually thought about the event. And then if they did not attend, you know, we could send them another communication. You know, maybe, sorry, we missed you. We hope that you can, you know, attend this next upcoming event. And so we can really create these automation flows that are going to save time. And as individuals are going down these paths, you can have individuals again on your team that are notified you're getting full reporting behind this. And then it's also rolling up to that individual lead or contact or account view within D365. So marketing is doing all of the effort on the back end, and then sales again is able to follow up with all of these individuals that are having interactions with some of the campaigns that are going out. So it really creates that open dialogue between the sales and marketing teams, and then it allows leadership to see exactly what's going on. So creating an automation flow is just one example. Another way that you can actually send out communications and get some reporting is through mass communication. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to open up a sample newsletter that was sent out so you guys can see what it looks like to get some of the reporting back from that. But with Click Dimensions, and this is something that you'll want to evaluate as you are looking at marketing automation solutions, you can create your email communications with like a drag and drop editor or a freestyle editor, which is more of like a WYSIWYG, or a custom HTML editor. So if you're working with like a marketing agency today and you just want to copy and paste that HTML over, you can do that. So once you create your email communication, and then again, as you're creating your email communication, because the system is native to D365, you're able to really, or you're allowed to add in your personalizations. So you could add in someone's like first name or any information that you have on that individual record within D365, you can drop directly within the template. So giving it that personalized look and feel. But as you create your template and you're ready to send it out, this is where you would go for that. So we would pull in our email template here that we've created. It pulls in our subject line and pre-header, and it'll associate it back to our overall campaign, which again is really going to help us from a reporting perspective. We can specify who the communication needs to come from, either record owner in D365, or we could have it come from a specific individual. We can specify when we want this communication to be delivered. And then this is where we would pull in the marketing list of individuals that we want to send the communication to. Once we do that, we can run a split test. So it'll allow you to run an A/B split test. So everything you specified on your email send is going to pull in as a strategy A. And then to create your strategy B, you would just modify the from name. And then you would hit next, and it'll allow you to decide which portion of your marketing list you actually want to test based around unique clicks or unique open rates after so many hours, days, or weeks. From there, we can send it, and then we can go in and we can see our email statistics. So what this is going to do is it's going to give us overall performance, so we can see how many people did we send this to, how many individuals were excluded from like soft bounces, hard bounces, or unsubscribed. We can also see email clients, what in this case, there was just one, there were just two, but we'll be able to see that if there were multiples. So this was, again, just a test email that went out. We can see our individuals viewing this more on a desktop or on mobile. We can see any conversion rate. So how many people did we send this to? How many actually interacted with an open? How many interacted with a click? And then how many actually interacted with whatever that call to action was. So maybe submitting a form or submitting a survey, or maybe we were trying to drive traffic towards a particular page on our site. So we can see what those conversion rates look like. We can see all the recipients that we sent this communication to, and then it'll also pull in your click report. So we can see the individual links that we've had within the communication, and then you can see those individuals that actually clicked on the link. So we could click on someone like Daniel, and it would take us directly to Daniel's record. And then this is where the sales team would be able to go in directly from the contact or lead record, and they would be able to see all of Daniel's interactions with other communications that have been sent to him, or events he's attended, or forms that have been submitted, and so on. So again, really having a solution that integrates well with your CRM is extremely powerful. Now, I know that we had a quick 30-minute webinar today, but I just wanted to really give an introduction into, Click Dimensions and what it has to offer for D365. So that was 5 minutes. Typically, it takes maybe like an hour or so to go through the solution in full, but we definitely want to thank everyone for their time today. I know, Ashley, you had a few closing words that you wanted to add in there, and then we would open it up for Q&A.
Fabulous. Thank you, Allison. Yeah, absolutely. So we just want to say thank you for attending our webinar today. If you have any further questions, feel free to email your client strategy manager, whether that be Chelsea, myself, or Lisa, and we can kind of work with Click Dimensions to get you the answers that you need, or if you want to have a further discussion on how Click Dimensions can help you in your very specific needs, then we can set up a demo or anything like that. So just reach out if you need anything at all.
Perfect. And also you can reach out to myself, Allison January. There's my email, or Brett, who's also on my team. If you would like to see a demo, feel free to connect with us on LinkedIn. And then also we will be at Vision next week. So we are a sponsor there, and we'll have a table set up. So if you are attending Vision next week, feel free to stop by, say hey. We would be more than happy to answer any questions that you have, or to show you more of a full demonstration of our solution. But again, echoing Ashley there, I just want to thank everyone for your time today, and I'll stay on a few moments to see if we have any questions come through.
Perfect. I don't see any here yet, but we can give it a few more minutes if you want. See if there's anything comes through.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you, everyone.